awakening. Everybody ain't making it.
You ever notice how our enjoyment turns into our addictions? Like when we have our first ice cream, it is the best tasting thing we have ever had. Even when we experience the first orgasm, like it's the most amazing experience ever, right? I even know somebody who did coke before, and they were telling me that they have never had a drug that was like that. So then we go back to get more. We go back to try more ice cream. We go back to have or experience another orgasm. And we all chase that same experience that is only a memory. And all while we are chasing that memory and that enjoyment of the ice cream, the orgasm, the cocaine, or whatever drug is your choice, in that process, the addiction is becoming. And so it not only addicts us to what it is, then we start trying to find things that are similar to it. See, this is the mental issues that we have. We'll try and find things that are similar to it just so we can have something like that to give us that same feeling. Even when people stop eating meat, right? The first thing, and listen, I'm all my Alika lessons, I'm not pointing the finger because it's most of it I have experienced or I've acknowledged, right? But even for people who stop eating meat, the first thing that we'll go to is a meat-like product in vegan, something that does not have meat product in it. But we still go so we can have that texture, that taste, or something similar. Like, to me, that's so interesting that we still try and search for the thing that is most similar to the thing that we know is not good for us anymore. Why we do that? And see, this is the kicker. First, it is our enjoyment. Then our enjoyment slowly turns into our addiction. But then our addictions change to our suffering. Because our addictions, no matter what they are, can cause issues in our body if we are addicted to a concept, because it's all up here. But our addictions cause our suffering. So like I said, we try and find alternatives to fit inside that box of our addiction, but it changes. And eventually those things still become our addiction. So how do we practice detachment? We get addicted to food. We get addicted to people. We get addicted to the concept of love. We get addicted to attention. We get addicted to our emotions. We get addicted to the idea of being the victim. How do we process detachment? And for me, I am learning that. And what I'm learning and seeing is detachment means discipline as well. Because it still comes back to honoring who we are and who we see ourselves as. And the more we grow independently in this vessel, we see that we don't need to be attached to anything, anyone. We can love, and I'm not saying love or being in love is wrong. No, I love love. I'm a Leo. I love love. But what I have learned is detachment is necessary in order to grow healthy in any relationship with anything, including your food, including your drugs, whatever the case may be. And see, when you grow in detachment, you really start to honor your body and your temple and your spirit and your self-worth. And when you learn to honor that, see, when you learn to honor you, when you learn to honor that self-worth in you, then you learn that the things that are making you suffer, they're not healthy for you. And they're not making you suffer. The reality is you are making you suffer. No thing is making us suffer in anything. No thing, no person, no nothing. We suffer by our own doing. And I know some people may say, well, I didn't ask for this, whatever your situation may be, and this is my situation now, and so I'm suffering because of it. Well, then maybe it's your perspective that makes you think that you're suffering in the first place. Because whatever the thing is, there is also a lesson. So again, nothing is making you suffer. We choose suffering. We choose victimhood. We choose to focus on the negative more than the positive. We choose that. And I understand that it happens to every single one of us. Listen, I am one. I understand. But in the journey of self-mastery, it is also mastering our emotions. And in order to master our emotions, we have to also acknowledge that we are responsible for us. Nobody else is responsible for us. Swallow that. No one is responsible for us and how we feel, how we act, how we receive. So if you are even on a job that you hate, you're on a job that you hate, and you hate it, and you think that that thing is making you miserable, then aren't you the master of your own constitution? Can't you get another job or find that guidance in you and that gift in you that you're supposed to give to the world and start making that your job? So again, who is making who suffer? And it's not an easy thing to be an entrepreneur or be independent. I know that. I know that. But at the same time, freedom is everything. So if you are not feeling free, no matter what your surroundings are, then you are responsible for taking the time to fix it. So on that note, I love y'all. Our single is coming out August 5th. Telepathy is dropping on all music platforms. The video is dropping. So y'all stay tuned for that. Also, I am doing the Toni Hickman Presents on Instagram. I have a lot coming up, actually. I've already lined up like a couple of people. So, but the first one, I'm probably going to do a video about it shortly or in the next day or two. Because yeah, this one is a beautiful one and I'm just excited about it. So on that note, I love y'all. I love y'all. And listen, when I tell y'all my messages, it be straight from here. It's lessons that I need to learn. I am working on mastering because I'm working on mastering self. So I hope you're working on mastering you, because we are our own guides. Like, if we listen to the inner God in us, the inner voice, it's powerful. So, peace.